Now I'm actually doing the video. I had not hit record on the video. I know it's embarrassing. We are live. People will be able to hear this audibly, but I had not hit record on the video. Now I said I was actually pointing down at the screen, but and I wasn't pointing at anything because nobody saw it because it wasn't being recorded. But now it is. Here we go. This is the screen, and Fortnite is rolling. And my daughter Sophi, she's playing. She's really good at it. I'm proud of her. You know, she is actually really, really good. All right, so I want to do the intro. Here we go. See if I have it pulled up. See if it actually. Can y'all hear it? Maybe not. Maybe I turn it down a little bit.
9, 8.
Turn that down.
Welcome to the Brandon
I will get better at these technicalities.
This is not just a
All right, we are rolling. We are live.
Unfiltered, real and raw. The Brandon Fogal Show, where excellence meets
All right.
evolution.
2, 1. This is the Brandon Fogal Show.
Boom! All right, Sophie, are you doing? Are you winning right now? Are you winning or how you doing out there? What did you say? How many people are left? 50. All right, Sophie, this is your first time playing, so we gotta see you do well, extremely well at it. Can you deliver? Can you deliver? Yeah. All right. She said, "Yeah." I will eventually have it where she calls in and she's actually on here, and you can actually hear her better. It probably is a lot more faded and in the background. Oh, okay. Okay. Come on, Sophie. Make sure you use that sniper rifle. Use that sniper rifle. Yeah. And I have played with her. I'm okay myself. I think Sophie has surpassed me in the level of video gaming, at least on Fortnite, because she plays it so often. So she is she's got a lot of practice at it. Wouldn't you say, Sophie? Yeah. Yeah. So how y'all doing out there today? How y'all doing? We got a mad show for y'all. A mad show. We're gonna talk about everything that needs to be talked about. I gotta immediately pull up my X Twitter because I mean, if you don't have X, if you're not rolling with X, because I know a lot of people aren't, you know. I mean, X Twitter, you know, when will the day pass where we don't ever say anymore X and Twitter? You know, we'll just say X. You know, that will come eventually. But I think we're just kind of in this in-between era where we go back and forth. We gotta carefully define ourselves and make sure that everybody knows what level we're talking about, what speech we articulating. We say Twitter and X, you know, we're kind of, so people know what we're saying. But yeah, I got to pull up my X. I mean, if anybody, because X is more where you get the news. For me, it is. I mean, it's where you see what is happening on the home front. I am seeing some messed up stuff right now. Oh my gosh. Ian Miles Cheong, I like him a lot. But I follow him on Twitter. X, I mean, I go back and forth so often, but are you saying something, Sophie? Use that sniper. If I love the sniper, I am a sniper addict. But yeah, Ian Miles, he just tweeted something. Or it's actually a little while ago he tweeted, but like it is kind of disturbing. I am uncomfortable going the route of kind of pointing out the certain things that are in our culture that kind of could tease some people off if I actually brought it up and said it. So I don't know if I'm gonna go there yet. Maybe someday, but that is uncomfortable stuff. All right, and then I see Aaron Rodgers. If you are a sports fanatico, if you are a sports fan and you're ready for Aaron Rodgers to come back, is he gonna lean the reins? Is he gonna take the New York Jets to that next level? You know, I heard him the other day. He was talking some smack on some quarterback out there. I think it was Purdy. I think I saw he was like kind of talking about that he wants to get after it against Brock Purdy. You know, I mean, I like Aaron Rodgers a lot. You know, I didn't at first when he came into the league. When he came into the NFL, I was not too pleased with Aaron Rodgers. And there's a whole backstory with that. And the reason was because I was a Brett Favre fan. I loved me some Brett Favre, and I especially loved it at the end of his career. I really watched and like he was. You know how you get on some sports athletes? I didn't know what I was trying to say. Athletes. Yeah, you get on some athletes and you just kind of just follow them. Brett Favre at the end of his career, I was just like, he was kind of like the person I was excited to watch every game. And when Aaron Rodgers came in, he was just kind of challenging Brett Favre, you know, because he was going to be kind of the next man up. And it was tough for me to kind of not root against Aaron Rodgers. And I kind of did at the beginning just because I like Brett Favre so much. But Aaron Rodgers, he won my heart. You know, he is an extremely, I think he surprised me a lot in a lot of ways. I did not realize, think Aaron Rodgers was going to be as good as he became. When he came to the league, I thought he was just going to be some other random guy. And it wasn't until like his first year starting. And I remember seeing him in the preseason doing some awesome throws, and it was just crazy. And I was just like, man, this guy, he could be good. He could be good. And he turned out extremely good. But he is coming back off of that very painful beginning at his career at the New York Jets last year, where he came out. I think it was the first drive of the season. There was so much hype built up, and then Aaron Rodgers, he just did he tear his what did he tear? He tore something like his ankle or something. Was it his Achilles? I don't know. It was something like that within that first drive. Yeah, that was painful to watch. Painful to watch. So you know I got my rock star. You know I got my rock star. If you know me, you know I got my rock star. Man, I will right now I will pretend to endorse rock stars, you know. Maybe someday I will actually be endorsing them, but you know, I would do it for free right now because I love them so much. I love them so much. This is my favorite one, the fruit punch. The fruit punch. I actually have another one. It's called it's strawberry and cream, and it's actually really exquisitely good. But there's only one place I could ever find it at, only one store I could ever find it at. And then we went there this past weekend, and you know what? It was not there. I was completely destroyed and disappointed. I was broken. My heart was crushed because it was the only store that had that sweet strawberries and cream Rockstar, you know, and they did not have it. I don't know what is happening. I think a lot of times when I get on these little kicks and these things that I like and I don't see anybody else liking, and they're like, this is the only guy that's buying our stuff. He's the only one that's buying this brand. And I think we're just keeping it going because of him. And then eventually they're like, we can't do this anymore. No matter, even if this guy, if he's the only one buying out there, I mean, we can't do it. It's just not making business sense. And then they cut it off. You know, I hope that is not the case with that strawberry and cream Rockstar. I hope not. I will be crushed. I will go in the corner and I will weep and cry myself to sleep. I do not want that to happen. So I have not been keeping up with the game, but the game is rolling right now. We are going to get it. So actually live. And I tried to mess with this just a little bit ago. I, on my Podbean account where I'm doing the podcast and everything like that, I switched it over to a video because I found out you have to either be doing it all audio on one channel or you have to do it all video. And I switched over to created one that's a video, and it just, then I did that, and I don't think you can do live with video, or at least I can't figure it out. If anyone's out there, Podbean, can you do live video with your podcast, or is it only live audio? You know, if anyone knows that, I see a lot of there's a lot of interaction with Podbean. They post a lot of stuff on Twitter/X, you know, but they post a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of interaction that you can actually tweet at them, and they'll answer, you know, and it's like they're all about meeting up with the people that are creating stuff on their platform. So I might send that to them, you know, through my DM or X, just a post on X, just to ask them that. But if you're out there, Podbean, and you're listening, you know, do you have ears where you can just hop in and hear that your name being called out and somebody that's posting on your platform? Can you post video live stream, you know? You know. Earlier I just got in my Rockstar and I just started just talking about it and I didn't take a drink. Is it kind of crude? Is it gross for me to take a drink while on the air? Not when you slurp. Not when you slurp. No slurps. No slurps. Yeah. But it's like I can really just pull up anything on my X, and like X, you can actually see so much happening with the news and what's going on. I feel so extremely out of the loop because we don't have like TV anymore. That sounds so weird, but we really don't. We don't have like a service where we are getting live TV happening at our house. So, did you die? So, is that how? What game is that number? What game is that? Okay. All right. So, do you change your characters every now and then? Who you are? Sometimes. Yeah, I'm excited to see how well the audio will come through because you speaking through that, it still should hit the microphone, so hopefully it goes in. But we'll get it next time, so maybe that you're actually locked in where you can actually, when you're speaking, it'll come through a lot clearer. But we'll get that. So are you just spectating somebody, or are you? Am I? Is you're waiting for the next game to start? Because I am spectating somebody that's spectating. And that's what we've become. We've become where we just watch people do things, and we're even more removed. If we weren't removed enough, but it did not need to be that way. I said I would be do gaming, and that's what I said. A lot of different things that I want to kind of get things up and rolling with. There's a lot of things in the works, a lot of things happening. And but gaming was going to be a part of it. That was something I wanted to do, and I'm sort of getting to do it right now, just having Sophi running the show. Sophi is running the show, and she's not letting me down. She's not letting me down. She's really good at it. Are you just practicing right now, Soph?
Yeah, the game's about to start in 17 seconds.
Okay. Well, hey, can you bring home the gold this time? Bring home the crown. If you are not familiar with Fortnite, if you win, you get a crown. And actually, there can be people in the game that have won and that you don't know that they have a crown. But if you kill them during the game, you can take their crown. And there's a lot of stuff like that happening in the game. There's a lot of things. High level things happening. But something I'll ask Sophi this. Sophi, have you heard of the game called Helldivers? Yep. Okay, so where have you heard that from?
No idea. I just saw it somewhere.
You just saw it. Okay, so you don't have friends that really play it?
Nope.
Okay. Because I posted that I'm going to do some gaming, and I remember somebody said that the big game right now is actually Helldivers, and I have not played that game. I actually haven't even really seen it. I've heard it described what it's like, but it's almost, I've heard next level, beyond Call of Duty. I don't know if it's better than Fortnite, but it's probably just a different kind of, it's not the same, it's different, But I want to play it. And I think it is a PlayStation owned game. I think it's kind of the way that I am interpreting it, to me, in my mind, that I am kind of receiving it is like Xbox. They have Halo, and that's what they promoted, and that's kind of been their unique game of choice that is belonged to Xbox. But Helldivers, and I have never even actually seen it or played it. I might have seen a picture of it, but from what I understand, it is PlayStation's version of that. So, and it sounds pretty cool, like how when you play it. And I had somebody that was describing it to me and telling me about it and what you do and everything like that. And that you really don't, like, in the game, you don't lose. You can't really, maybe you lose, but it's like you win and you keep building yourself up and you kind of get stronger and stronger. And you can be a part of teams and all that. And I'm going to play it, I'm not just going to be so removed that I'm just talking about it. I'm almost too removed, talking about people talking about it and all that. So, yeah. But we will get there. We will get there. So if you're in the game now?
Yep, I already got one
You already got one. What's the most amount of kills that you've got in a game?
Probably like 37.
In a legit game, you got 37 kills.
Yep.
In a real game, you got 37 kills?
Yep. And I won.
And you won. Okay.
Chapter 4.
Sorry if you heard the cough. I gotta use the cough button. Gotta use the cough button. What am I thinking? Because that is annoying. I know because I become overly critical because like when I listen to other people and then I go ahead and do the same thing, you know? I don't know if I hear too many people like going, you know, I don't really hear that, but I imagine them doing that. And I also see myself doing that sometimes. And I hear myself just basically on editing when I'm editing stuff. And I hear myself clear my throat and do a little, you know, and it's extremely annoying, So, but, we are getting to the point where we are doing live. I want to do where everything is live. You know, basically people hop in, they hop out. You see a real raw and unedited version of Brandon Fogal and everybody that's going to be a part of this, you know, because I think that'll be so much better for me personally. Instead of like clipped up, edited stuff like that, you know, people love that. People want to have some stuff that's consumable and easily digestible and able to receive, you know, something that's clipped up so that somebody doesn't just get put to sleep before someone gets to the point, you know, like I tend to do, but that's what it is. You know, everybody is unique and everybody has their own genre of entertainment they want to do. That is not to say one is better than the other. Everybody bring the best you have to the table and let's let the chips fall where they may. That's all I have to say. Man. So, Sophi?
Yep.
Does your character have a name? Do people have names on Fortnite? Like I mean, I know there's like famous people like Patrick Mahomes has his own skin on there but like that person that you have right there, does that person have a name or is it just a cool looking skin?
Billie Eilish.
What'd you say?
Billie Eilish.
You're saying Goolie Eilish. Is that what you're saying? Goolie Eilish?
Billie Eilish.
I can't really hear you. Billie Eilish. Because I got headphones on and I'm trying to listen to the speaker. Maybe the people out there that are when they listen to this, they'll actually be able to hear it better.
Low as heck, man.
But if there is a name to it, that person has a name. What's that on that movie Fight Club? You know, his name is Robert something. I don't even know. But he has a name. You know, Bob. His name is Bob something. I forget it, you know. I do love that movie, though. You know I love that movie. You know it.
I just got sniped.
Are you serious? So you died?
Yeah, I was healing.
Sophi, you gotta have your head on a swivel. You gotta have your head on a swivel. You can't be letting people snipe you. You gotta have eyes in the back of your head. You know, you gotta know what's happened. You gotta know where that ammo's coming at you. You know, when those bullets are flying by, you gotta be able to duck, run, dip, dodge, and dodge. So, all right. So I got the briefing pulled up. And right now, actually, let's see. Whenever I pull up the first thing on my screen, I don't know about you, it is President Trump, and he is in trial right now. He is disposed, or no, that's probably not the right word. He is taken out of the scene. He is not on the campaign trail. He is in court for something. What does it say? Trump hush money trial. Is that the thing that he's being charged with right now? Is hush money? I think there's been so many things that he's been accused of and everything like that. I've lost track. Does anybody know? Like, anyone listen to this know why he's on trial or what's happening? It just seems in our lifetime, did you ever expect that would be happening? Like a president of the United States that's running for election is just on trial while the campaign is happening. That seems kind of weird. But I say just let the players play. Let the chips fall where they may. That's all I have to say. Why don't you go eat some hay? You can make things out of clay. Lay by the bay, I just may. What do you say? All right. Did I even point this out? If anybody's, when you're watching this, because it's going on YouTube. It's going on YouTube. It's going on YouTube. And I am the Batman. I am the Batman. As you can see, I got the Joker behind me. He's like staring down at me, you know. That picture back there, it actually can be kind of scary sometimes. I actually look at it and I'm just like, it catches me. There's that thumbs up. That thumbs up comes at the least you expect it. The least I ever expected, and it just comes up. Because if I do it right now, it ain't coming up. Whenever I want to do it, and I'm going like, see, I'm doing my gestures. It's like if I try to do something, it does not do it. It happens when it wants. The gestures that catches happens when it wants. You know, that can be kind of like if you're giving a presentation in front of people and you're just trying to be all professional and everything and like just ask questions and then you do something like and then fireworks go or that reminds me of that video if you ever seen it that it's like the he's like are you saying something, Sophi? Sophi, just run. Oh, you got out of there. You're moving with grooving. So, like I was saying, like it just reminds me of that video if you've ever seen it. That I think he's a lawyer, or he maybe have been a judge, but he's like kind of an older gentleman, and he had his filter on, and it was him, and he accidentally hit, and he was like looking like a cat, and everybody's just trying not to laugh, and he's like still talking, but he's like got the face of a cat, you know. I'm sure people have seen that, but I don't even know why I brought that up, but it was something that reminded me of that. But yeah. So a lot of things happen in the news. There's been some crazy mad weather. If you in the Midwest, you understand there's been some crazy mad weather. There's been mad weather, crazy weather for this time of year, and like so many things. Like I think it's been exponentially more than it is most years. And we had some really crazy weather this afternoon, and there was hail happening. And man, I am not a fan of hail. I don't know if anybody's a fan of hail. You know, if you are, I mean, that's cool. All right, so what y'all got going? What is happening in your world? What is happening in your world? Are you a gamer? Are you a person that just loves sports? What is your entertainment value? What do you go to, and what do you want to see? What is the thing that drives you and gives you excitement? And when you see it, it lights you up your life. What do you see? What? Because everybody's different. Everybody's different, you know? And I just feel so out of the loop because we used to have like TV, and we used to have like YouTube TV, and you could see kind of what is happening in this world and everything like that. I have to actually go to the newspaper, like old school, like the old man that I am, you know, and I have to just hear what is happening in our day and age. What is happening in our day and age? So, Sophi, how you doing down there? Can you win this one? Can you win it?
Very low right now. Might die. I don't know.
Come on. Bring it in. Bring it home. Bring it home. Because, Sophi, millions of people are watching you right now. Millions. No, I'm joking about that. Not. But they might be. You never know. And they might see you right now, and they might. Because, I mean, I've heard so many different things. Like, because people like, when I was a kid and growing up with video games have definitely went to the moon and back, you know, from where they were when I was a kid. But like parents telling their kids, hey, you'll never make anything of your life. You just playing those video games. Man, people play video games now, and they can actually make it big and make have a good platform and make a lot of money and all that kind of stuff. But like, so it's different, you know, things that you least expect. I say that's for your kids. Encourage them whatever they do, even if it's video games. You know, they got to do it, and you can help encourage them in other areas too. But like, if it's what they love, encourage them in it. You know. So, what'd you say? So,
Let's go kill and bust back.
use that sniper. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. Did you die? Are you dead? Your bot did?
Yeah, I hired a bot. I was running away to heal.
You got, I mean, so yeah, it's like you got to have a team of people to help you out if you want to take it to the big leagues, you know. And there's so many things that you can take away and learn just from watching a video game, you know, just from watching a video game. So if she wants to make it big, if she wants to get that crown, she's got to bring along a team that can help support and help lift her off and get her there. And I think that's what she's doing, even though her bot did die. And but maybe she can get another bot, you know. What'd you say?
Yeah, but I had lost my bot did die, correct?
It'll be so much better when it like whenever like you're talking, and it'll come actually into my headset, and then also it'll go right into this bad boy. Maybe we'll even get you a microphone, Soph. Would you like that?
Yeah.
So that people can hear you better? Yeah. All right. So, Sophie, let's go. Come on. Go, 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 go. How many people left?
34, 35 including me.
And I could actually switch this up so like whenever it gets into those big moments of the game that people want to see, you know, that really want to zoom in and see. Maybe I could put this on the bigger screen, you know. Let me see if I can actually do that, what it looks like. If I do, maybe if I can do that while doing this, or I hope I don't just make it blow up. Who knows? Actually, I don't know if I can. Will it let me do that? It does not like it. It does not like. I think I have to set those parameters beforehand. You know, stupid, man, stupid. Come on, man. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. A lot of times when you do something stupid, it's because you weren't thinking, or you're thinking too much. If you think too much, you can maybe do something stupid as well. It's a delicate balance. You got to be able to move, you know, roll with the punches, roll, baby, roll. Come on. So I was debating whether I would pretend like I'm playing, you know, people think I'm playing, you know, and Sophie making me look a lot better than I am, you know, because she'll win and take us to the promised land, you know. But I was debating whether to do that, you know. And Sophie was like, "No, I want people to say no, it's me playing, right? Weren't you like that, Sophie? You wanted people to know it's you playing?"
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she did. So, well, she is gonna win. You got this one, Sophie. All the way, all the way. Come on, do something spectacular. So right now, I'm assuming you're doing solo, right? Because if anyone out there ain't a Fortnite aficionado, then you might not understand when I say solo what I'm talking about. Solo is when she's playing by herself, but you can do it when you have a teammate, and you can do it with up to 4 people, right, Soph? On a team, is that the most?
Unless you're playing Team Rumble, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of times. I just think it would be so cool if Sophie or even me, because I gotta get it. I've kind of fallen away from doing Fortnite as much as I should. I've kind of just fallen away, not doing it as much as I wanted to. But it'd be so cool if get her into tournaments, and myself into tournaments. You know, I think that'd be so fun and to play. But I have heard that like. The people that it's like it's almost when you are in your 20s, you are too old with the type of level of gamers that are out there. Like I've heard that like even once you hit like that the age of like 20, like sometime in the 20s, not just when you're 30, but within that 20 time period of your life, it's like almost things start slowing down even more so than those gamers that are like almost like teenagers and even a little bit younger than that. There's some crazy mad gamers out there that because it's like whenever I think you develop wisdom and knowing how to do things better, but you lose that burst of energy and that quickness to be able to know like that those fast twitch muscles, you know, and those fast twitch muscles that your eyes can just pick up, you know. I think things start slowing down even when you get into the 20s. That's what I've heard. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you are a leading expert in the gaming technology industry. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is what I've heard. So, I mean, if it's when you're 20, I mean, right? I mean, like, I don't even know what I'm at. Like, oh, I got that thumbs up again, you know? Man, act like you've been there before, man. Man, I gotta act. Next time I get that thumbs up, I'm gonna act like I've been there before. You know, I'm gonna act like I've been there before. But you got like, so I've just I am not ashamed of my age. I am 38, and I actually have to think about it sometimes, like because it's like the years, they just mesh together, and you forget where you come from. You know, you just forget where you come from. You don't know where you're headed. Actually, you can kind of know where you're headed. You can plan that out, but you kind of just forget the past. You know, forget it, man. Leave it in the past. Leave it at the door. Don't even go answer the door. You know, just leave it alone. So, what'd you say? Are you still in the same game?
Yeah.
How many people left?
15, including me.
Sophie, win it. I know you've won it so many times. Win it on the big screen. Now, if I had a chance, I would put this on the big screen. Right now, it's on a little bitty screen. But it's because I didn't come prepared. What was I thinking? I must be out of my mind. Out of my mind. Okay, she said something about Billy Idol. I don't even know. Air. I am not sure at all. Man, am I a novice at this, you know? I ain't no novice, you know? It's like whatever you're doing, do it with confidence. People don't know, they don't know the difference. Nobody know the difference if you do it with confidence and you act like you've been there. Act like you've been there. That's all you got to do. Whatever you're doing, do it with confidence, act like you've been there, and then people won't question it one way or the other. They have no idea. They have no idea. No idea. I think it's time. This is the only, there's more than this button on here, but this is like the one I like the most. Boom! Sophie, can you hear that when I did it? You could actually hear that?
Yeah.
What? No, you did not hear that. What did I just do?
You went woo or something like that.
But you didn't hear what I did. You didn't hear the horn. You didn't hear the horn, did you?
I don't know what I heard.
Oh, it was me. It was me. It was me. It was me. I was the one that did it. So she doesn't got the headphones on, you know. Man, I feel so unprepared. I feel so unprepared. You know, I did not post this. I did not share this. I think I just started rolling. I hope this is actually going. Okay. Yeah, we're still on there. I want to have a big sign that says on air, you know? And then when somebody walks in and I'm just going to be boop, 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 boop. We're on air. We're on air. Just so you're aware, we're on air. Yeah, but right now it's just like a little bitty thing. What'd you say? Oh, what place did you get? What place did you get?
7.
Sophie, come on. It's okay. You got a lot to learn from, and you got a lot of time to learn, you know? Get better each time. You never know if you're going against a professional out there. You never know. And you might even be that professional, you know? So that person on the screen right there, do they just have wings like you had wings?
Yeah. They stole my wings, but yeah.
Oh, they stole your wings. Man, that's tough. When somebody steals your wings and then just flies off in front of your face. You know, and you just gotta roll with it, you know? I did not share this at all. Should I? I can I'll share it on. I'll definitely share it on my Twitter, because like I said last time when I did this, it still has the little tweet bird. Come on, I think Podbean. I think they need to update that to show as X. You know, so I'm posting this on my X for those diehard fans out there, the followers. You know, on my X. You know. Yeah, a lot of times what I see on my X, and what I see on my X is like, I see Stephen King, because he is somebody I follow on there. I like him a lot. You know, he is my favorite author. Stephen King. You know, that might surprise some, but he is my favorite author. If you've learned anything about me, you know, I am very devoted at what I love, and I'm very vocal about who I love and what I love, and I compliment them very much, you know. And is anyone else out there a Stephen King fan? I'm not Misery fan, as in the movie Misery. I guess it was his book though. I have not read it though. I've just actually started reading some of his older books and classics. Right now I am reading Carrie, and I'm also reading, what's that other one right now? It's something about Salem, the Salem something. Salem Lot something. I think it's called Salem's Lot. I think that's what it is. I'm reading that. This might surprise a lot of people that I like that kind of stuff, but I do. I like his books. I don't know what it is. I've just always I've really gotten into it recently. But Stephen King, he has gotten he's very vocal on X. He speaks his mind, and you know, whatever, you know, that's everybody, you know, that's I'm not gonna say anything. You can tell I'm getting a little uncomfortable saying stuff, you know. But you can tell when I start shutting down, I'm just like, okay, how can I slowly back out of this one without anybody noticing while I'm on camera, and also that some people can hear me. So, are you back in a new game?
What?
Are you back in a new game, or is that practice?
I just killed someone.
So, okay, this is real. This is live. This is legit. All right. I need whenever I take a drink of my Rockstar, I need it to be turned into slow motion. Sorry if anybody heard I'm not even going to say the word. I'm not going to say the B word. I'm not going to say it. But you know what I'm talking about. Especially if you're watching this, you probably have a very too much good idea of what I'm talking about. But we all have bodily functions that happen and occur. They occur without our knowing them. And sometimes with our knowing them. But we can only do so much. We can only do what we can with what we got. Yeah, another thing I've been getting onto a lot. I know it sounds weird, and me even saying this. I've been on Facebook. And when did so it's still Facebook, but it's also Meta. I don't get that. Does anyone else get that? Why is it Facebook still? I thought they changed it to Meta. I don't get it. Anybody have enlightenment? I think it's tough to change your branding because I remember they made it a big deal when they were switching over like their stock symbol and then like kind of switching over to Meta. But I mean, I think that Facebook brand, it's like, why did they even do that? You know? And did it work out the way that they wanted it? And maybe I made a bigger deal of it in my mind than they were even wanting to do. You know, I thought they were going to go Meta and it just become Meta. But that Facebook, that was and it's not like, in the case with Jack Dorsey created Twitter, and then Elon Musk came and took it over and then renamed it. It was still Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg named it Facebook, but he wanted to switch it to Meta. Metaverse, I think, it's the next generation. Whether it will happen on Facebook's platform that's still to be determined. But I just start seeing stuff on my screen. Oh, and I'm not talking about that screen. Not talking about that screen. I'm talking about my screen. So it's a clip of the movie Professional. And there's but Facebook to me was always more personal. Sometimes too personal for comfort, because it's like with Facebook, you see people that you know and you love, and the people that see you face to face, you know, Because there is a difference between people that are just out there. That, I mean, it's like if you don't actually see them, are they real? You know, they are real. They are real. People are real. But I do always kind of think to myself and joke to myself, like, unless I've been there, like into that city, like I was just thinking the other day, like I've never been to New York. I've always wanted to go to New York, but it's like, is it a real place if I've never been there? Of course it's real. Of course it's real. We're not crazy. We're not crazy. But yeah, Facebook has always been, it's more people that I actually know come into human interaction contact with, you know, but I ain't too good at that human interaction contact thing. You know, I feel more comfortable, and I don't know is it about what about you? Are you a person that is outgoing and that is, when you get in front of people, that you're the life of the party, or are you more reserved, keep to yourself, more introvert? Because, I mean, that is a big thing, you know, extrovert, introvert. I think we all fall in somewhere in between in the spectrum. And sometimes you feel more extroverted than you do at other times. And you might get yourself into trouble when you have that moment of extrovertness, but then you're really an introvert and you're like, what did I sign up for by saying I would do that thing when I was just feeling that way, you know? Because our emotions, they fluctuate. They go up and down and all around, and you know, you can get dizzy even just thinking about it. How do you stay even keeled and not that type of person that is just all over the map? You know, how do you do that? What do you have to do to prepare your mind so that every day you're not just cray cray? I feel weird saying cray cray. I mean, I feel really weird saying cray. I feel weird saying that I'm saying cray cray. But yeah, I wish I could take that one back. But once it comes out of your mouth, and that's what, like, this is like for me, and this has been on my mind lately, is just like, you can't undo things, especially if it comes out of your mouth, or you do an action or do something, you can't undo it. No matter how much you want to, you cannot reverse that. Like when somebody cracks an egg, they break an egg, you can't put the yolk back in, you know, it's done. It's out there. It's all for everyone to see. You can't reverse it. And that is like in life, I don't think there's really anything that you can do in life and reverse and change course and undo it. You can't do it no matter how much you want to. So basically and this was on my mind this week, is this, and I actually tweeted about it. I tweeted about it. For those lovers who, I don't say lovers, for those people that actually follow me, I'm like, oh man, I got the warmth coming into my head, because it's like when you say something you feel uncomfortable, you get all tingly and warm. You're like, wow, I can't undo that. I can't unsay that, you know. But I think I make a bigger deal. I embellish, but I did tweet this earlier this week. You can't undo anything. Learn from everything, move on in all things. And that was on my mind big, because you can't undo anything, but don't let it be a waste. Don't let anything that you've gone through and what you're doing each day be a waste. Learn from it, but then also immediately move on, move forward. Use it, whatever's happened in your past, to your advantage and to help you be a better person going forward, but leave it all in the past. Forget it, move forward. And that brings me up to another point. Like, I look at my impressions, and when I'm saying impressions, I'm talking about like how much when I put something out there, because basically in any social media context or anything you put on the internet, it is being tracked and how many times it is being put in front of somebody. And I've like been seeing, like with X, I think it's not being put in front of that many people. And I don't think it has anything to do with me being shadow banned. I think people just, I don't know if there's more bots on X or something like that, because it says I got a decent amount of followers, but it's like, I don't know how much of them are actually real people. You know, I think a lot of them, I think it's just, that goes like with almost even like TikTok and everything like that, it's like almost the algorithm of that social media engine wants to put it on your lap and make you think that you have more people following you than you really do. And, I think I do have a number of followers on X, but I don't see them, like the impressions happen a lot on the things that I post. I gotta take a drink. But I mean, for me, with posting stuff on X, and I've been on Twitter since 2011, and when did Twitter start? I think it started around 2006, so I was a little late to the game on that one. But I've always just posted stuff on there, and it's been more so of just me posting stuff. It's almost like my own diary, but it's also accessible to anyone that actually wanted to look on the internet. But it's like, you're almost like, nobody's going to look at my X feed, because I've posted some stuff, over the years. But that's the thing. It gets drowned into the abyss of all your other posts. So it's like, but it's like, if you did make it big league and if you made it to the top where actually people actually care about you, and then also that you almost are a threat to some people, they will pull up your past and they will throw it in front of you. I'm not to that level, and that's kind of scary even thinking if I ever got to that level, because there is some nutty people out there, and I could qualify myself as a nutty person, but people are, especially if you get on the other side and there's that tribal instinct, man, that it is left versus right, and just you're a threat through it. I am saying weird stuff coming out of my mouth. The words that are coming out of my mouth, but when you on the other side and you become a threat to them, it's just it can get dicey quick. And I think I don't know. You don't want to get but it's you can't back down. You can't back down, because it's if you try to be all conservative and be careful and what you say and everything like that, people will tear you down no matter who you are. If they want you and they want to put you in their crosshairs, they will come at you with full force. So it's you got to be able to stand against that. So it's I'd say if someone comes at me, then let them come at me, and I'll laugh all the way to the bank, So you come at me, and that's what it is, and maybe you come at me, maybe we can just chat. You can just chat, talk it up, Why do people do that? I think a lot of it is people get behind a computer screen, and you do get that, it's almost like that little man syndrome, you're just you feel protected. You have that, you feel like you have that authority just to voice yourself behind a screen and nobody can touch you. I think a lot of people get that. I mean, even myself, I've said some things on the internet that, man, I look back on it, it's did I really need to go there? They are real people on the other side of the screen. They are actual people. I don't know if you've ever seen that video. Did you say something, Sophie?
I just killed someone with a crown.
Oh, you got a crown. Nice job. Yeah, you can, if you're watching this, you can see that she's got a crown right now. She killed someone that came into the game, had a crown, and she just defeated him. Put him down, took it. Take that crown and run. But I was saying, if you've ever seen that video of the two dogs, they're behind a fence and they're just I wonder how that's going to look on the screen when I watch this. But they're just barking at each other. But then when the door or whatever, the gate opens and they're standing right before each other, right in front of each other, they're they just get quiet and they're this is awkward. But then then that gate goes and shuts again and they're just back. And that's how we get when we get on social media and just attacking people and just going after people and everything like that. You got to realize they are real people on the other side, that you're talking to. Because I don't know if I'll share this. Maybe I'll share this, but I won't share names. I'll just say it. Maybe someday when I feel it is apropos to share the names, maybe I would. But I remember saying something to somebody that was a high figure, and I actually got blocked. I got blocked from them, And it's because it's wow, I wasn't even saying something that really crazy or bad. But I think I said something that made him kind of I don't want to hear this crazy ball or whatever this guy, and he just turned me off. That is so weird if you get by a celebrity, and this person I haven't kept up with them and who they are now, but it's a sports aficionado. What'd you say?
I killed someone with medallion.
Ooh, that must be a new thing. I don't know much about the medallion things.
And now I'm 6 HP too. So I was 6 HP. I was so low.
So what? How many people left? What do you say?
I was so scared. I was 6 HP too.
Oh, how many people left?
7, including me.
All right. All right, yeah, but like this guy, he was a sports person on the big network, and I tweeted at him. I said something to him, but like, and he blocked me, man. I'm just a nobody, you know. I'm just a nobody. But I wasn't trying to like tee him off or anything like that. I was just like, just maybe a little jab, you know. But like, it just felt weird. Felt weird. If not just felt, it felt weird, you know. And so like he blocked me. That was the story of my life, you know? And I'll always remember him. I'll always remember him. He has no idea that he blocked me. He does not remember. But I remember. But you got to move on. You got to move on with your life. Yeah. How many years later? 10 so years later. It has to be at least 10. If I said the era that was happening whenever this was happening. You would immediately know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to go there. Maybe someday, you know, maybe someday when I'm feeling loose and just ready and just free and just want to just share my proclivities. Maybe then, you know, but Sophie, come on, let's do it. When I like, best scene. Well, I'm not gonna say best scene, but it is a pretty good scene. It's that scene in Rocky, Rocky 2. Out of all the Rockies, what would you say? I would say Rocky 2. Rocky 2 or 4 are the best. Rocky 2 or 4 are the best. And I would even lean more towards probably 2. I would lean. What do you think? What do you think out there? Because I know you've seen the Rockies. I know you've seen them. You probably haven't thought about them in a while, but I was just thinking about Adrian when she comes out of her kind of coma thing that she was when Paulie had knocked her over in the pet shop. You know what I'm talking about. She was pregnant. The baby was okay, but she went kind of in a coma, and then Rocky, he kind of just was just losing out on all that training, but he had to be by his wife and stay by her there and be with her whenever she woke up out of that coma. And whenever she got out of that coma, where she came back, oh man, me even talking about this, I am getting goosebumps all over just even talking about it, because it's one of those scenes that gets you freaking fired up to the stars, to the moon, to the next galaxy, you know? It's when she wakes up and she looks at at Rocky, and she says, "Win." And he leans forward, he's like, "What?" And she's like, "Win." And she tells him to win, and then the music starts, and then it just goes crazy and nuts. And man, that is one of the best scenes. I'm getting like, literally, like, it's like something is coming out of my head. I don't even know, but something that's coming out of my head. It's just like, it's when you get those kind of goosebumps feelings, or is that the right word? Like you kind of just get that where it's like kind of prickly and all that jazz. And it's just like, you start getting like, you know, and that's how I'm feeling just even talking about it, because Rocky, he goes bananas and he goes after, who is it? After Apollo. And I'm not going to spoil it. I am not going to spoil what happens. I don't care if that movie's about 40 years old. You think I care? Do you think I care? No, I do not. But she gets him, she tells him to go after it, because she was against it. She was like not too happy. She did not want him. She wanted him out of there, but she said that, and he went, and I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to give it away. But
Really good. I don't know if I'll be able to pull this off.
how many people left?
4 other people. But they're really good.
Sophie, come on. She's number 4 right now.
I'll try, but I don't know if we're gonna pull it off.
Come on. You got the crown. Now take it. It's yours.
They're right next to me. I see them.
The main thing is be focused, be under control. Have just every bit of you just completely focused and ready. You know, you're in battle. You're in battle, and you got to be able to react instantaneously. You know.
I'll try my hardest. So I'm not gonna
Sophie, we don't try, we do. We don't try, we do. We get it done. We do it, you know? We figure it out. We don't try. We don't try. We just get it done. Oh, uh-oh. I wish right now, I wish I could zoom in. Come on, Sophie.
Really correct.
Come on. I'm getting zoned in. I gotta keep talking. I would love to be an announcer. He's going to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown! You know, one of the best announcers out there is Chiefs, Red Kingdom announcer. You know, if anybody's listening to this, you know what his name is. He's got that deep voice, and he's like one of the best announcers in the league. You know, that Chiefs are very lucky to have him. And I do not know his name, but I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that know his name. I want to do something on here. Something. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do it. That's all I got right now. Boom. I got other things, but it's just like, I haven't worked him. I haven't worked my magic with him, you know? But you don't want to be a rum drum, ring-a-la-dum person that just does the same old thing and just, you know, you gotta express yourself, you know? Express yourself. Okay. This is Fortnite Mania. Fortnite. Come on, Sophie. Focus.
I'm 14 HP. I might not be able to do okay. Someone shooting at me. Actually, I'm off this right now.
Come on.
Last heal I have.
Come on, Sophie. Are you the last person? Are you number 2? Use that sniper. Use that sniper like your daddy taught you. Actually, I haven't really taught her, but I think I did because whenever I got into Fortnite, man, there is nothing better than having a sniper and using it, man. I love having that sniper. And that was like my favorite gun. I just because it's like you just pick people off, you know? And you feel really cool from a long distance, and you just, it reminds me of the movie, what's his name? Saving Private Ryan, and the sniper in that movie. He is awesome. I love that movie. And he's saying like kind of like Bible verses whenever he's kind of like the Lord is my shepherd. He's like with them. He's like going through it. He's in battle. But he's relying on the Lord, you know. And that, I think it just, whenever we're in the midst of battle, and bullets are flying by, you have no one else to look to, you know. And you gotta look to the Lord in that time, always. Not even just saying that time, always, you know. But that movie, I love that movie, and I love when that sniper in that movie. He is so BA. And that's what whenever I play these games, you know, that's what I like. I think that is kind of the mode I get myself into, and I get locked in, and I just kind of start thinking like him, because you gotta. And I've read books about snipers and and there are actually wartime snipers that are out there that kind of. Oh, Sophie, what'd you get, number 3 then? It looks like you got 3.
Yeah, I totally forgot the other guy. I forgot that there's.
Oh, it's okay. You gotta fall before you can rise. All right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I hope you are having an excellent week, and I will see you in the next video. You want to say bye, Sophie?
See ya. Bye.
See y'all.